Everybody wants menus with pictures, baby. Everybody wants. I want to see the blooming onion. I want to see the cheese fries in the top left corner cascading down with some slight overlap and a little bit of shadow.
Yeah.
CapCut is more important to know than Microsoft Excel. You're just beating cheeks right now while we're just out here waiting on fucking tax returns.
Welcome back, everybody, to the Soul Serum podcast. I am your Dino with the Black Mag host, Clay Bonine, and we are back on the podcast. Today on the show, I wouldn't say we are in our interview bag as much as we're in our conversational bag today. Though our guest today has many of his works shrouded in irony and comedy, he is a person with bounds of knowledge and advice in relation to this modern music industry. He works for pages like Daily Chiefers and Underground Sounds. You may have heard of them. He is the esteemed writer of articles such as 5 More Songs Your Bum-Ass Boyfriend Doesn't Know About, and he is officially, as of today, a Soul Serum Podcast 2-time interviewee. Today on the show, we have Brick.
Prestigious. Thank you for having me. I love you guys so much. I love you.
I use the words prestigious and esteemed right there. How does that?
Fuck yeah.
Does that tickle your brain
It's
a
about
little
to be
bit?
a tickle fight, dude. It's about to be a tickle fight.
Old tickle fight, Marky. How you doing today, Brick?
I can't complain, bro.
What's the
I really
fucking
can't complain.
vibes?
The vibes are great, dude. I had a really good breakfast sandwich yesterday from this restaurant that's like, I don't know, 3 to 5 minutes southwest of my home. And
more
it
west.
was like, bro, it was cheap. For potatoes and the sandwich, it was like $10 total. Left a $2 tip to support
Nice guy.
American business.
Nice guy.
But that's like 20%, right? 20
yeah,
to
yeah.
10?
20% of 10 is
If
$2.
the math is correct,
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
fucking
yeah.
20%.
It is.
And I don't know a lot of people who are really tipping like $2 on 10.
I mean, me personally, I would, but I'm just a stand-up guy like that.
Yeah, 'cause
That's
you're
who
real
I
as
am.
fuck. You're real as fuck, and I love you for that.
Just for the folks at home, can we get an overview on what you do at Daily Chiefers and Underground Sound and any other pages you may help or work on?
For Chiefers, it's just like I find content to like post and repurpose and whatever and help with
Are you the
playlisting.
main poster on Chiefers, on the Instagram?
Yeah, because everybody else has other shit to do. You know what I'm saying? And I get it. I enjoy it. It's a lot sometimes for sure. It definitely affects my mood. For sure it definitely does. I want to donate my brain and body to science after this. Because it's
social media manager brain study.
But it's cool. I really enjoy it. Shout out to everybody. I love Joey.
I mean,
I love all the people there. So it's we have a great team. And there are a lot of great people who just went on from Chiefers to do crazy great shit. And are currently doing crazy great shit right now. So Hef. I love Hef. I had to shout him out. Shout
out.
And everybody. Shout out Bell. Shout out Adam. Shout out fucking Anthony 1/5. Everybody. Love him.
I feel have you been working with Chiefers for 9 years at this point? Because
2018 is when, so it's 6, but I started doing.
You were working with Animal House before, right?
Yeah, no, shout out to the bros too at Animal House. They're doing fucking unreal too. So I don't know, man. It's been, so I graduated from UC in 2015. So since 2015, 2016. Just doing shit. But Chiefers stuff is just content and playlisting and articles.
Yeah.
Uggs, Underground Sound. Shout out to the bros.
Which, sorry, I did misspeak and I realized that. It's not Underground Sounds.
It's
Underground Sound. I misspoke in the intro. Sorry.
Shout out to the bros. I just try to help where I can there.
But what does that mean though? Are they saying,
I help
can you?
I mean, I help.
Make a post? Do you?
I help find. I do a lot of what I the similarities of what I do at Chiefers. I just try to bring a different variation of that to Underground Sound.
Yeah.
And just content that makes sense for them.
Do you feel a stylistic difference in how or what you can post for Chiefers?
Yeah. There's definitely things that do well on their page that wouldn't do well on our page and vice versa. And Youngboy and Drake and like bigger artists, that's not their demographic. Like if it kind of connects, it makes sense for their stuff. But
you mean underground sound,
right. For Chiefers, like a good young boy meme will do, well on our page. And like I post a lot of V's, a lot of Lucky, just the stuff that like I think is funny. That's like literally what Chiefers is. It's just a fever dream of what I think is entertaining.
Once I realized that like you were doing all of the posting or most of the posting for Chiefers, like it started to make much more sense. I was like, I could see Brick in this post right now.
Because bro, like I'm not like an A&R. Like I'm not like I have cool taste. I'll admit that, but like I'm not an A&R. So a lot of the like posts, like Joey is the real A&R. We have some other really great ears on the team. But like most of the time, I just want to like find stuff that I think is funny and it'll make me geek out. Somebody else will peep. And like, yeah, if something's like undeniably good, like yeah, we definitely want to show love. But that's like kind of what our Twitter is for, and like our YouTube is growing, our TikTok is growing, and we're trying to like build everything out like all around.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Do you think that like, so when you're posting on Chiefers, you are obviously posting in a almost like familiar tone, right? Like it isn't just like, you can tell that a human is typing this and you're putting jokes in and you're putting, emojis and whatnot. Do you think that, and this doesn't just go for like hip hop pages and music pages, but just brands in general, do you think that brands like need that element of like human?
Yeah, bro. Jake from Underground Sound taught me that. And like Hyperpop Daily is really fucking good at that. Cash Cow is really fucking good at that.
Yes.
Welcome to Underground is very, bro, Soul Serum definitely has a voice too. Like if you have a specific tone and showcase to these people that you're not just some admin working somewhere. Like, I really care about this stuff. So when people comment, like, dumb stuff, it hurts my feelings sometimes. And, like, I don't know, bro. Like, I really care about it. It's important to have the voice to, like, showcase to people that you're a real person and talk to them. And I respond to comments. Like, bro, I'm always in the comments, like, on every single post. So, like, I try. It's hard because a lot of times I'm like, I don't want to talk to people.
Yeah, definitely.
Just because I see so many opinions all the time. But Jake really showcased to me that like, bro, if you put a voice behind something and there's something that like people can kind of congregate around and like push for and realize that like they're essentially rooting for somebody in the team behind that, that's important. But also like it's crazy like learning how many opinions there are on stuff. Like I'm still not used to it on like any level. It's just so many people will see your, like if you go semi-viral, even like thinking about something that gets like 10,000 views, like it's kind of crazy to me because it's like, damn, like that's like a solid amount of people are viewing that content. And then like, millions is a whole different thing. It's just like
I like what you said. Like there's so many opinions,
bro. It's
like
insane.
even on some of the podcast clips, like there will be back-to-back comments like dope idea. And then like, fuck you, dumbass.
Yeah,
like
bro,
right next to each other.
Bro.
I'm like, damn.
It gets so dark and I'm like, bro, like what? And I'll respond. I'm like, bro, are you okay? Like, no, fuck you and this clickbait ass shit, and then I peep it and I'm like, bro, you don't even follow us. Like,
yeah.
Or they just then unfollowed, but whatever, bro. Like at the end of the day, like I'm trying to bring joy. And like, cause like there's a lot of bullshit going on in the fucking world and we all know that. So I'm trying to like, in a way, distract us or like for the moment, at least like laugh at this funny like meme or whatever. Let me show you this artist that's tight.
Yeah.
Like but it's also like, I don't want to say like the Chiefs legacy, like where like it like, but it's important to like not gatekeep shit. If something's cool, I want to show it love. I'm not like, I don't know, always focused on just being like, yeah, like let's keep eyes on it. Like that shit's so dumb to me, bro. But I get it. It's like a defensive tactic because you don't want to like, you could cheer from a distance, watch it till it moves into something, and then you're like, okay, then we're gonna make the thing happen, connect the dots, and like make sure they're in the right thing. But
yeah,
like, I don't know, bro. Life is just funny. All this shit is so trivial, and like I wake up and I'm like, all right, I have muscle memory to post. It's around 10 o'clock. Got to get a post up. It's all right, 12 o'clock. We should probably get a post up. And it's like this anxiety when I'm driving. or like I take a good trip to the state up north. Shout out to them.
Shout out to the old Michigan.
Shout out to fucking Michigan.
Shout out to, what is the name of the city right over the border of Ohio?
Adrian.
That we allegedly go and buy legal recreational marijuana from. Allegedly. In-game.
Fuck you, Mike DeWine. I hate you, Mike DeWine. You suck ass.
Hey, I love that they all. We're about to go on a tangent. For a second. We
yeah.
got to
lock in.
I love that the first billboard when you cross from Ohio to Michigan is basically Michigan just being like, "Oh, welcome Ohioans. You can't smoke weed there. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry."
Like, it's like the so House of Dank, which it's funny is
I have one of their lighters,
bro. House of Dank is fire because I think Ray and V's are invested in that.
Really?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Okay, well that settles it for me. I won't go to
people have murmured things. I'm pretty sure that's true. But who knows if it's not?
If I go into House of Dank and it's like paperwork party, I'm gonna be like, oh shit.
Here's a hot take. V's putting Uzi on the "Get Off My Dick" remix is the equivalent of Ray putting Jack Harlow on the Paperwork Party remix.
I like that.
And regardless of however you feel about the songs, it makes sense. They're friends, so it's like bros. But like,
of course.
Just a small side note. I just wanted to make sure that was on the record.
I like that. Okay, all right. Let's bring it back.
Fuck you, Mike DeWine.
Let's bring it back. Bring it back to Chiefers for a second. And I want to bring it back to something you alluded to a little bit earlier in relation to like the voice of a page. Do you think because Chiefers and even more so Underground Sound are within a certain niche that you can have this more personal voice? Whereas somebody like not that this is like a page to aspire to be, but somebody like a Daily Loud or like a Rap TV who's like posting non-hip hop shit, like they just have to be like Kim Kardashian with like the eyes emoji,
right?
Like they can't be like, is Kim Kardashian catching dubs with the bros on Fortnite or not? Like,
I wish.
They can't say shit like
I wish she fucking was, but she's probably not. She's probably not.
Definitely
not chill like that.
She's not nice with the frenzy shot.
There's definitely like, I'll say this: the really good pages like Underground Sound, Hyperpop Daily, like all the shit that I already mentioned. Like, there's some great ones too that like just don't need my shout out, but like all of them know exactly where their like their wheelhouse is when it comes to what will do well, and it's just a matter of like pulling the trigger and being like a real quote unquote curator for the page, because a lot of times I'm just like, I'm big on let's just shoot. I said that on the last pod, like let's just shoot shots.
Yeah.
And but like I'm just big on that shit, bro. Like just as many opportunities as you can to like get something up. I don't really read the algorithm too much. I can, but I'm not gonna be like post with the intent of like, oh, this one's gonna hit right now. Because there's shit that I'll post that I'll be like, oh yeah, this is gonna hit, and it will. But then there's stuff that I'll post and I'll be like, damn, they fucking, or it just wasn't seen or whatever. But
yeah,
there are things that like the Rap Page and Daily Loud, and like they're just farming interaction like at the highest level, and it's like an advertisement thing. They're trying to build a digital advertising page because there's a ton of money in that, and like that's just the game that we play.
And you see, this is what happens when you take the soul and passion out of something. You get commodities like Rap TV and Daily Loud who don't give a fuck versus people like Brick who really do care about this shit.
I'm gonna get a call from the higher ups like, we heard you were talking shit, and I'll be like,
Rap TV's gonna come to you in like dark cloaks,
right,
like, we heard you've been talking
like fucking Voldemort, and I'm Harry at the whose house was he at? Was that at Harry Potter? What house did he stay at?
I don't remember what the house that Harry's in, or so like
Harry where he was under the steps.
Is in fucking his aunt and uncle's house. Fucking. Oh,
Chuck Schumer. Chuck Schumer. And
Easter egg in the first Harry Potter. Chuck Schumer's actually his uncle.
That'd be awful.
Okay, I have a seemingly unanswerable question for you, but
6 times 6, 36.
If there's anybody to ask, I think it's you. how did we get to this point of media coverage in hip hop? What I'm coining it as the pageification of hip hop and news promotion. You know, we used to have back in our days. There used to be the blogs, right? And before that, it's like Source Magazine and Double XL, and fast forward through a lot of shit. You know, fucking DJ Academics, the Chirac stuff. Fast forward through all that. We're here. We have pages like Daily Chiefers, Hyperpop Daily, Our Generation Music, the corporate entities, Rap TV, Daily Loud, all that shit. Like, they have the idea that a page can gain a following for posting about a certain type of music and then leverage that and reach as paid promotion. Like, who or what can you allude to as a starting point of this? It's hard for me to try and think about it because I feel like it just happened one day, like in the last few years.
I think it was just money. I think people were just
boo. We don't like that answer. Boo.
I know. Well, bro, I'm just like, to be completely honest, I just think it was like people have come to this like weird reckoning with anything, which is fucked. But like, we are all victims of this game we call capitalism, and if it doesn't make money or it doesn't have the potential to make money, it is deemed worthless in this shit, which is insane because like that's the same reason why they got art out of certain schools and like music classes and all that shit. And bro, like I was blessed to be able to go to a school district where I had like chorus classes and art classes and like home ec,
yeah.
Like, you know, we're making lasagna and shit. Like, that's important. Like, learning how to like take care of yourself is way more important than just like the random school stuff that goes on. Fiki's here. My boy.
Behind the curtain. He got some nice Air Maxes on too.
You feel me?
I mean, money is definitely, but I think I'm freestyling on this. I haven't really thought about this too much.
I think less people read.
Man, we are locked in, twin. That's exactly what I was about to say. Like, it's obvious to see why like the blog era leaves, because like our attention spans get shorter because of social media. People don't want to read. I'm not here to do a fucking video essay about that.
Hef explained this to me very well, because Hef, you know, was an editor at Elevator and editor at Chiefers, and has seen the game change so fucking much. Because he just says like, bro, are you writing an article? How many people are going to read your article and be so inspired by what they read to run to Spotify and be like, oh my goodness gracious, I have to stream the music now. I have to put it all on my playlist. I have to buy the merch. I have to get tickets to the tour. Like, I just don't think that's a realistic thing.
Yeah.
What's in the box, you know?
What's in the box?
What's in the box of life, you know? Whatever you want to put in it, you know? But like, I just think it's all about interaction. Everyone's just farming. Everyone's farming interaction, and less people read, and everyone's like, everybody wants menus with pictures, baby. Everybody wants I want to see the blooming onion. I want to see the cheese fries in the top left corner cascading down with some slight overlap and a little bit of shadow. Plot twist, also, here's another hot take, which probably isn't so hot.
Yeah.
CapCut is more important to know than Microsoft Excel.
I mean, unless you're an accountant, yes.
Yeah.
I would say
Well,
yes,
yeah,
100%.
Within reason, but like...
The accountant's like, yo, how do I put these numbers into CapCut? I don't understand.
Hold on, I gotta get a sick transition, you know?
No, I think that is very true. I love your analogy of everybody wants menus with pictures on it.
Yeah.
Because I can decide...
Makes you trust it a little bit more.
I can decide by one of your posts within a few seconds, will I take the next step? Will I take the call to action and listen to this person or go to their Instagram? I'm like, I don't really like that Balenciaga jacket he has on. Next. Like,
It's out of style.
That's the economy of how we consume music and content nowadays.
In life, yeah.
Okay, let me hit you with another easy question, Brick. Easy questions only for you. As we were talking about, you know, going from the blog era to maybe the YouTube era to the, I'm coining this, so when you hear it again, this is my term, the pageification of hip hop news and media. How are we going to consume all of this in the near future? Like, do you have any inklings, any thoughts, any hypotheses of like, is it not going to be like pages anymore? Are we gonna revert back to email lists? Are you gonna be on the Chiefers email list? Like, hey,
email lists are
everybody?
important. Email lists are super important because it's real access to people.
Yeah.
But it's all about the click rate and like how it transcends. I don't know if that's the right word, but translates from the email to the click to everything. So I think it's just there's like a media overhaul of like there's too many people, but also it's kind of beautiful that there are so many pages because people are like blogs are dead. We're watching journalism literally just get like wiped out.
Yeah.
And which is like crazy and scary for a lot of people to be honest. I mean, scary for us too, but like, you know, it's
also scary beyond like hip hop in the music world.
Yeah, as a whole of like life, like because it's a very important thing, but it's always been an underpaid and undervalued, but also in a strange way, journalism, like the clickification of it has been around for a super long time.
Yes.
Music pages and a lot of news pages now are just digital tabloids. So like
100%.
You know, like you remember like going to the grocery store when you were a kid with mom and you're seeing Brangelina are getting a divorce and you're fucking heartbroken. First of all, you're sitting there, you're staring at your Lunchable, pizza Lunchable. They didn't have the pepperoni, so you just had to get the cheese. And your tears are streaming down your fucking face. You're like, Brad and Angie, why couldn't you guys pull it together for the kids? And they didn't. Now it's different because who's Jace beefing with this week? You know, Jace is Jace the new Brad Pitt of the underground? That's literally like
Write that down.
that's what I said. I might run that later, but like it's really like that's all it is. It's just the clickification of everything. Everyone wants because there's so many options to pay attention to.
So are you kind of saying like this is what I'm getting from what you're saying here is whatever the next step of how we consume music and music content, yada, yada, is going to be whatever the more streamlined way. Like we've gone from articles to videos to short videos to posts to like whatever is the next shortest gap.
Inject it into your veins.
The Neuralink, bro. That Neuralink
Take
might
them.
be fucking...
Oh, well, see, here's the thing.
Daily Chiefers, I just get like a bling, and it's like...
And I can control your thoughts and where you go.
Here's Lucky listening to a Minecraft song.
Yes.
I'm like, damn, he's in that motherfucker.
But see, you can trust me more than Elon, bro.
I would agree with that.
My vibes are way better than Elon Musk.
Definitely. Elon Musk didn't even inhale when he hit that.
He's just got
bro.
funding, bro. That's it. I just need a budget.
I signed the most fucked up deal in the world.
All right, literally.
All I needed was a platform.
What a time.
I have a few more Chiefers questions.
Bro, go crazy.
Here.
I've been reading this over and
Yeah.
over again.
Don't say the product
I'm
name,
not going
'cause
to,
we're not-
but 21 calories in something this small, and it's not even like
bad.
chocolate, nougat, and wafer cascaded in chocolate more, you know? That's bullshit.
Today's episode of the Soul Serum Podcast is brought to you by Twix.
It is getting bigger. The Twix
Soul Serum.
is getting bigger, and that's important because it's more expensive, Kanye. Economics lesson. If things are more expensive, yes, I would like the Twix to be bigger. If the world's on fire, yes, bro, I would like the fucking Twix to be bigger.
Dude,
Kanye.
somebody posted a clip of like the compilation of him like saying that he's been saying that
A
shit
lot.
for a long time, bro.
What's the beef with Twix? What do you think?
Making the Twix bigger.
Do you
trying
think
to make this
Kanye
fat.
likes payday? I like paydays.
He might be a Heath bar kind
I
of
like
guy.
Heath bars,
I'm
too.
a big Heath guy.
Heath bars are like slept on for sure.
Yeah, definitely.
Who is the Heath bar of the underground right now? I don't know, dude. Who's overly...
I don't even know like how to qualify
You
that.
you hip to the Ian kid, the new he's been going low key viral.
I haven't listened, but I've been seeing the
It's
name
cool.
in
It's
posts.
cool for sure. It's like old Yeet, but it's tight.
Is
It's cool.
it along the net spin Xavier So based?
I
kind
love
of?
bro. Xavier's so tight, bro.
Yeah.
Xavier's just about like having fun and just enjoying life, and I'm so for that. That's so sick.
You know, this is one of the first times in music where I'm like, you know, I think this may not be for me, and I'm okay with it.
Yeah,
Because I can tell
that's beautiful.
that these kids, I don't want to say kids, these people have like a legitimate fan base and legitimate supporters. And then I think about some of the music I was listening to. When I just think about me listening to Lil B and being like so passionate and defending Lil B, and then I think about people being so passionate in defending Netspend, I'm like, this is the same idea with a different.
It's a new generation.
Yeah. So
I saw Lil B live, bro. I bought tickets to go see a Lil B show, and he signed my shoe. And I said, and he didn't do Ellen DeGeneres, and I was like, Ellen DeGeneres. And he pointed at me while I was signing my shoe, and he just said, swag. And I was like, bro. And that was like a $20 concert. That was in college. That was super sick. But then...
Is this pre or post foot pick?
It was pre. It was pre. And we can recognize the contribution, but it got weird.
Dude. At a certain point when I would get on Twitter and I'd have to scroll through 100 posts of women's dirty feet.
Yeah, bro,
and then
I don't want to see that.
Yeah. And no disrespect to any of these women, but some of them were not as easy to look at as others.
Yeah,
One may say.
Why are you putting the feet on the screen? And writing on the feet.
Oh my... Dude, I forgot they would write that.
You don't need to do that. Bro. You don't.
What a weird era of Twitter, being like, "Let me get a hot girl to write my Twitter handle."
It would say like, "I love Lil B." It was advertising. It was an He thought it was gonna be genius, and for a little bit, it was like, okay, cool. But then it turned real weird real fast, and I think that's a big issue. Is when things turn real weird real fast. You gotta slow. You gotta retract and redact.
I want to give you an over/under on how many people Lil B, the Bass God, is following on Twitter right now in the year of our Lord 2024.
2.5 3-pointers tonight. Dante DiVincenzo.
Oh, I hit the over on that. I'm smacking the over. Okay, over/under 800,000 people.
I'd say over.
Correct. He's following 1.1 million people on Twitter.
You ever like get a random follow from somebody and like you click on their shit because you're like, who's this? And it's like somebody following like 38K. And I'm like, bro, like you can't tell me that that's an effective way to do any sort of social media.
I made it. I'm in the 38,000 club.
Well, and they'll say shit. They'll be like, "Thank you so much for 50,000 followers." It's like, bro, you follow 68K. I would hope so.
Who is
Damn,
I wanna.
Is this Triss?
First of all, don't ever disrespect me thinking we got green on the podcast.
Is this plain green?
I'd rather not do the podcast.
I'm trying to just get tired. That's it.
This does actually lead me into a question. It just entertained me a bit, Brick.
Okay.
I have some of my favorite Chiefers IG captions, just a few of them, and I want you to give me a quick hit on what was going through your mind when you wrote these things. Okay. And this is related to the green. Sean Kingston fish.
Oh, yeah.
That's all it says. It's a video of a guy fishing.
With an empty pint.
Yes.
Drake man, please.
Can you just give, for those who may not understand
the lore?
Lore. What's the lore on
Sean Kingston has hits. We'll start off with that. He has some hit songs.
Ammo.
So this isn't slander or anything. This is what he did. And
this is a factual.
He was trying to get a half a line because he's thirsty. Drake man, I'm thirsty. Drake man, please. And whoever was on the other line, I don't know who that is. I've never talked to them. I do not know who that is. If you're listening,
right.
But they're like, I got to screenshot this because this is the same guy who made Beautiful Girls and Shorty Firebird on the dance floor. And it was like one of those moments. It's almost like if John Legend pulls up, it's like, yo, I need a Quaalude. I need some Quaggin.
John Legend asking where the blues at.
John Legend and John Lennon interchange in my mind so often, bro. Because I'm like, Ordinary People is a beautiful song. I had bought the album. I bought the John Legend album back in the day.
That's crazy.
I was singing that shit in my Toyota Camry while I was driving to high school. Right, bro, it was beautiful, bro. I'm ready to Green light? Right now. People.
Who's featured on that song?
Andre 3000.
Yes, okay, that's right. That's it.
Andre 3000.
Damn, we might have to listen to that after the pod. That shit goes crazy.
And then When I Used to Love You with Kanye.
Yeah. So Sean Kingston, a known drinker.
Yeah, no, for sure. Loves a beverage or two.
Okay, here's another one.
We got so off track.
And quote, no, I knew this was gonna happen. I'll a little inside baseball here. I usually over prepare for podcasts. I usually have like 2 pages of bullet points. I have less than a page of bullet points for this podcast because I knew that we were just gonna lengthen this in and out. Here's another IG caption for you. Young Lean is a solution-based thinker.
Oh shit.
On a video of Young Lean inventing Gorpcore.
Oh yeah. Because he had a jacket and he was like, I don't want to have to carry it. So he attached a thing to almost turn it into like a bag of sorts. Uh-huh. And he transformed it from the jacket to said bag. And that was the invention of Gorpcore. I remember this too. No, what's crazy is like I have memories of like when certain things got posted. Somebody commented, what is Gorpcore? And I never responded to him. I just like it a lot of times. I'm very guilty of like song ? And I'll either say I'll just like it or I'll say Soul Train by YB and Namir. And people will love that answer because like it's a classic.
The thing is, okay, now one of my most shameful things I do online is comment song ? in the comments because I will go through great lengths not ask.
Yeah, I'll definitely look.
I hate commenting shit like that, and I hate seeing people comment stuff like that because 90% of the time, brother, I know you have internet access. Google the shit.
He don't got internet.
Google the shit, man. Google the shit. Okay, I have one more. This is not a caption, but a tweet that was just too good that I had to include.
Oh, God.
Idea for a halal Mexican fusion restaurant.
We're taking
investors.
Enchiladas, bro. We're taking investors. We're talking to a lot of investors. A lot of calls are happening. I just had a call with Guy Fieri.
Enchiladas is
that guy
crazy,
Guy Fieri. Shout out to me for pronouncing this shit right.
Columbus man himself.
So technically, Flavortown is Columbus, Ohio.
I heard there was a petition to change it.
Flavortown. I don't know, bro. Hot take. I think Ann Arbor is a better city than Columbus.
Never been to Ann Arbor.
Because of obvious reasons.
But, I mean, like.
But not football related. It's literally not football or college related. I don't care.
Fair enough.
Jim Harbaugh, he left y'all. He went out there to the Chargers. You son of a bitch.
Chargers of Los Angeles?
Justin Herbert. What if Justin Herbert had Gronk, Antonio Brown, Randy Moss, Torrey Holt, Edgerrin James, literally Bill Russell, Wilt Chamberlain.
If he's still on the Chargers, they're going 9-8 in first round bounce.
Yeah.
It's just the Chargers.
Phillip Rivers has like 13 kids. He's spreading the seed.
He can play offense with his offspring,
which is
he has that many kids. It's crazy.
7. Well, yeah, it'd be 7.
I think he might have 10, bro.
Well, you gotta look it up.
Brick, this is the modern world. I can look up anything, especially Phil Rivers' kids.
The Soul Serum warehouse does have very fast internet.
It's pretty good.
Probably faster than my house.
All of Philip Rivers' 10 children. Would you like to hear their names?
Slant right, fade, post route. It is
5-yard curl. You get your ass in this kitchen right now.
Okay. Omaha Rivers.
Hallie.
Holy
that's pretty good.
Shit.
That's pretty good.
Kid's got an absolute fucking cannon.
All right. Here's a list of 10 Caucasian names. Hallie, Caroline, Grace, Gunner. Hello, first boy, Gunner. Sarah.
Slot back.
Peter. Rebecca. Claire. Anna. Andrew. Man, he could.
Those were shitty names.
Yeah, come on. He's just a good man from Alabama or wherever the fuck he's from.
Post route Rivers.
Post route Rivers is fucking.
Post Route Rivers, Leviticus Rivers.
Do you remember saying fuck you to Mitch McConnell in our first interview?
Oh yeah.
Has your opinion changed?
Nah, bro. He's older and shittier now.
He's actually older, and I hate him more now.
But we did that. What was that? 2018.
The first for a podcast interview,
Because that was in
2020.
You guys came up.
Yeah.
You guys came up. This like
look,
the ceilings are higher.
Look at it, literally
crazy,
the ceilings
bro.
are higher. Yeah, it's actually fun. And when we interviewed Rocco, I went back and like watched our first interview too. And it's really fun to look back and be like, man,
my cholesterol's higher.
But are you happier?
Yeah.
All right. Well, that's fucking.
So who gives a shit?
The doctor's like, please, you have to start eating green beans.
One
You're
cheese
like,
Danish a day keeps the doctor concerned as shit.
Doc, I'm like straight fucking vibing right now. Like, what's the
chill
big
out,
idea?
Doc? This is the third monster job I've had.
You have anything to get off your chest? I mean, like, I got some.
Don't ask that.
I got some more stuff to ask. I just didn't know if you had
what I want to talk about? I want to talk about the socioeconomic state of the fucking world.
Oh,
bro.
right.
We should have listened to
Jaden.
Jaden, bro. Jaden, where you at? Jaden, come on the Soul Serum podcast.
Smith?
But I do have an admission of guilt. When Tyler, the Creator, Gold Link, and we will recognize the talents of Gold Link for a certain extent, but that's a Brent Faiyaz song.
It's a Brent Faiyaz song.
Okay. When we went to the Tyler Creator show in Columbus, it was Jaden, Gold Link, and Tyler. We stood up for Gold Link. I sat down for Jaden, and I stood up for Tyler and had a blast. Tyler was one of the best shows ever.
The icon living.
But he didn't do the song with Thug. And I was like, bro, you should have did the song with
Jaden Smith?
Yeah, because he was on the Run EP. And that shit was so tough. That was like the hardest Jaden Smith feature since the shit. He's stronger than me, taller than me. That one. Barred out.
The Karate Kid?
Yeah, he really barred out. Real rap, real hip hop.
Man,
real hip hop.
Here's my quickie review on Jaden Smith. I'll be like, I don't give a fuck about Jaden Smith. And then somebody will play me a Jaden Smith song, and I'm like, not bad.
Willow is super talented.
She's fire. She's super
Willow's
fire.
super
My
talented.
girl likes Willow a lot.
She could sing, fire. She could write songs. And I like Jaden's super talented too. I like Jaden at low
just an icon living.
Jaden okay, Jesus Christ. That was right. That was right there. It was right there. And I won't get mad because
I am just an icon living.
He barred out though. He's got some hits. He
got
hits.
Teslas with the doors up.
And he did the Batman
Daddy's
shit.
money.
Wasn't he? He was dressed up as Batman at Kanye and Kim's wedding.
Yeah.
Power move.
That's correct.
Power move. I wore
icon
white socks to a wedding last summer, and I got some glances.
Really?
I wore some.
Do you have your gun with you?
Yeah.
Shoot him?
Yeah, I had a fucking musket, and I was like, "You stay right there."
Hold on, bitch. I'm putting the gunpowder in right now.
But it had a switch.
Hold on.
On the musket, there's a switch.
On the musket is crazy.
So that's
just a bayonet.
That bitch ripped. You feel me? Frozen rope, right center field, rounding first.
I consider myself a man of faith. That's a deep drive to left center by Castellanos.
Oh, bro, he's back to doing stuff.
Is he really?
Yeah, bro. No one.
He calls Kansas City the F-word capital of the world.
Yeah,
I'm like,
bro.
Brother, even if you think you're off air, don't say that with a microphone.
I wonder
in your
what
face,
Marty
man.
said. I wonder what Marty texted him like.
You right?
Like the this is Hove text message. This is your father, Marty Brenneman. You listen here, you fucking piece of shit. What do you say on national television? What are you, dumb? Marty's a nice guy. I met him at Dillard's like 2 Christmas ago. And
That's fucking awesome.
And I'm like, look over. I'm like, it's fucking Marty Brenneman. Of course, like first thing, and I'm like, hey Marty, how you doing? Thanks for all you do for the city. And I was like, the dick eating is crazy. But he was like, oh, thanks. I really appreciate that. And I was like, well, I'm glad that wasn't like, yo, dude, I'm a big fan. Like, thanks, bro. Appreciate you. Thanks, little bro.
Thanks, LeBron, gargantuan, bro.
Right. I would. Yeah.
Honestly, you know what? One of my least favorite things in the modern ecosystem of hip hop and hip hop news is now is whenever we post something and we're like, I like this. And people are like, dude, the dick riding is crazy.
Right.
The glazing is crazy. And then I'm like, I think this is bad. And they're like, you don't understand. You don't know.
You hate this.
Blah, blah.
You're
like,
a huge piece of shit. No one likes you.
I'm like, so what should I do?
Everyone
Just
looks at you differently because your opinions.
Bad.
Right. Well, bro, I don't know, man.
I know that the comments don't matter, but sometimes I just get confused. I'm like, what is like?
People are going through a lot of interpersonal shit, bro. That's how I know when people comment and I'll look at their page and I'll be like, hey, bro, like you're talking to me right now. But then I'm like, at the end of the day, you're commenting on my shit, which regardless of how you feel about it, like you're commenting on our page.
Yeah.
So
that's
like,
always the most hilarious thing to me.
Because like you took time to vocalize that this got a rise out of you.
I've literally like walked myself back off a ledge when I like want to comment some mean shit, and then I'm like, nah, I can't even do it. Delete
Sometimes
that
I do. I mostly do it on like people who are like just really like you know the right wingers.
Yeah.
But like every once in a while, I'm just like, damn, this is an L-ass take, you fucking chud ass fuck. And then they'll be like, hey, classic leftist. I'm like, bro, I hate Joe Biden. I hate Donald Trump.
No, I hate when people.
We're all gonna die, bro. Let's meet up and die then. Let's meet
that
up.
has become the topic of conversation. You're like, hey, I don't really think Donald Trump's all that great. People are like, okay, liberal.
Right.
Okay, but you voted for Joe Biden. I'm like, brother, nobody here said they liked or voted for Joe Biden.
Joe Biden
like,
can't even tray flip.
That's my Joe Biden impression.
Did you see that Joe Biden said, this is plot twist of all plot twists, Joe Biden said that the secret to like living a healthy life at 81 is a lot of sex.
Did he say that, or was that a made up headline?
I don't know. I think The Hill posted it. So that's a valid thing. Or it's like Daily Now.
I'm just gonna Google Joe Biden sex.
Poo crave, the absolute pinnacle of modern media.
Holy shit, I think he really said it.
Yeah, bro. You know, like you're just in some cheeks right now. You're just beating cheeks right now while we're just out here waiting on fucking tax returns. You know, taxes are going up and you're just like, oh yeah, we're only going to cancel a little bit of debt, but like, sorry, I'm in some cheeks right now. And Jill's just like, hopefully Jill is enjoying it, but like Biden didn't specify whose cheeks he was in. That was the quote. It was like, sorry, lil bruh, I'm in some cheeks right now. I'll get back to you in a little bit. And he didn't text back.
That is so crazy. My research is saying that I think he really did say that.
That's
like in a joking manner, but everybody's like, hey man,
that's fucking weird,
that's
dude.
not that funny.
You're
also,
81.
If you Google Joe Biden sex, some sexual assault allegation stuff comes up.
Well,
hey, presidents, baby, what are you gonna do? Yeah.
Gross. Allegedly, that's gross. Allegedly, that's gross.
Yeah, exactly.
We're not slandering you, but that's gross.
Okay, I have one more thing to talk about. Okay, really great transition here. So I got one other thing to talk about, and this is just something that has been affecting me personally recently. And you brought up seeing the Tyler concert, which I'm sure that ticket was a hefty price. So Drake is coming to Lexington in March, and like I will say at this point in my life, I'm a big Drake fan. You know, there's nothing wrong with that, and he's one of my favorite artists who like I've listened to so much, but I've never seen in person. The cheapest ticket at Rupp Arena, which I don't know if you've been to Rupp Arena. If you're in the upper level, you might as well just not go.
It's big.
Basically.
Yeah.
The upper level seats are like over $300. And I'm like, dude,
is that worth it?
Is there an artist in this world I would pay $300 to see? Just them. Like, it's, you know, $300 for like a day of a festival.
But see, like, here's the thing. If like, say if Frank was at Riverbend, I'd pay a couple $100 to see Frank.
Yeah.
But like that's
I mean,
there's no way Frank Ocean's gonna be like, you know what? Let's make a stop at Riverbend in Cincinnati, Ohio.
God, no. He's gonna be like, since a what?
That would be fun though. I would pay some bread for that. But other than that, bro,
the thing is, though,
I saw Jay-Z, NERD, and J. Cole in 2010 for the Blueprint 3 tour, and it was $20 at NKU.
Boy, that makes me want to fucking hit you. Honestly.
I've seen Lucky.
You know,
I saw Lucky at that shit.
Yeah.
I saw Lucky in Detroit last March, and I saw V's in Detroit.
Yeah.
Like, bro, I don't know, man. Like, we went to...
But like, why? I mean, not that I know that you are not a Ticketmaster rep or anything, but like, why has this become a thing in concerts? Like, why? I mean, is it the Taylor Swift and Beyonce effect? Like, I mean, Drake is one of the biggest artists in the world, but man, $300 for nosebleeds, like, and maybe it's just because I'm not a wealthy person. Maybe a wealthy person's like, well, 300's not that bad, but I don't know. Like,
it depends. I mean, bro, there.
And I love this man, Drake. I'll say it. I love Drake, but
Drake, if you're listening,
$300, brother, man. I don't know.
I think it is the exclusivity of it. I think people are like, oh, I saw Drake after this, and like, people love live shows. I'm like,
course.
I get headaches. I don't like a lot of people around. Like, because I'm a bigger guy. Like, being at places where it's like I gotta maneuver through people and all that.
Shows definitely have some anxiety.
Yeah,
for sure.
My girl, the CEO of Rayphonic, one of the best rising.
How do we not mention that page? That's my fault.
Clay's a piece of shit, babe. I don't know what to tell you. But she's seen a lot of concerts. She loves going to concerts and stuff like that. She saw Cardi for the Whole Lotta Red tour too. Yeah. With like,
that was like honestly one of the best days of my life was when he came to NKU and I saw him play on the stage that I walked across to graduate. I was like, this is a weird moment.
Dude,
and then he was like,
flow.
And I was like, yeah, this is the best day of my life.
He was like, I pulled up because Clay graduated here. And I wanted to come, I had to come, bless this stage.
I also most recently have seen Jack Harlow perform on that stage. And that was another weird moment where I'm like, this dude that I went to middle school and high school with has 9,000 people in the room that I graduated.
Number ones.
Like, this shit's crazy.
Say what you will about Jackie boy, but he has hits.
Man has some hits.
Yep.
All right, Brick. Is there anything else you have to say to the people out there before we wrap this up?
Rocco just pointed to me, what? I love you too, bro. I fucking love you. Shout out to everybody who loves me. I love you too. And even the people who don't like me and I don't like them either, that's cool, bro. We can just like not meet in the middle. That's fine, bro. I don't.
You don't have to meet in the middle.
We don't have to meet in the middle, bro. Like, we're still going to exist. You're going to exist. And that's cool. That's the beautiful part of life. But everybody who loves me, I love you so much with all my heart and soul and loins. The loin. You know what? And like, while we're talking about loins, you should go out to the store. You should get a chuck roast. You should get a packet of the ranch seasoning, the Hidden Valley Ranch seasoning. Then you go and get the hot peppers, not the medium peppers. You get the hot peppers in the jar. You go home. You sear up the chuck roast after seasoning it the right way. Then you put it with a little bit of beef stock. Hopefully you have beef stock on hand because I didn't tell you to get that.
What about beef better than beef bouillon?
Oh yeah, you could throw a. Okay, but like that would just be like water. Then you put water and then the cube.
You're right. Yeah,
and then, bro, like 8 hours later, you got some Mississippi pot roast, baby. Then you get the pretzel buns, the Hawaiian roll pretzel buns. Get some either baby Swiss or some provolone. But provolone's weird, bro. Some provolone I'm like about. But then
I actually agree with you.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. La Rosa's provolone is like a secret blend, like it's goated prove.
I don't do too much La Rosa.
You don't fuck with La Rosa's?
That sauce hurts my chest.
I'm a sweet sauce. We're a sweet sauce household.
It's all right. I mean, it's all right. It's not bad. It's just.
But that's really all I had to get off my chest.
Shout out to Chuck Roast.
Yeah, shout out to the teams that I'm a part of. Shout out Daily Cheever. Shout out Griffith. Shout out Soul Serum.
Goddamn.
Shout out to everybody who has helped me along this path. I love you, and I hope that I can help you too. But don't get too. Don't ask for too many favors.
I don't want to help you that much.
Because like if I, I'm nice, but don't fucking push me.
And if you want to hear more about that, you can listen to our first interview with Brick on Soul Serum TV. Thank you and shout out to everybody who has listened and watched this far into the podcast. Follow us on Instagram at Soul Serum, at Soul Serum TV. Follow Soul Serum TV on TikTok. If you need studio space in the Cincinnati area, at Soul Serum Studios.
It's nice as fuck here, bro.
Nice.
It's so nice. It's such a nice space. The vibes are right. People are enjoying themselves. People are kind, bro. This isn't like, oh, dude, fucking clout fest, fucking warehouse. No, this is fun, enjoyable people giving affordable pricing for wonderful, top-tier, prestigious space. And they have everything you need here, bro. They're nice people. They're beautiful people.
Look, and that was a beautiful...
Rick and Bobby, #1 trademark, Rick and Bobby.
That was a beautiful way to endorse our studio. And what people don't know is I was actually holding a gun next to your kidneys for that whole thing.
There's all these dots all over my chest.
Thank you, everybody who's listening, who's following. Google Soul Serum. You know where the fuck to find us at. And as always, I'm your host, Clay Bonine.
I'm Randy Travis. Psych. No, I'm Mark Bricker. What if I gave my home address?
And 2347. Are you giving your home address?
Here's my number: 513-347-1111. Press 0, and my secretary will take care of you.
That's crazy. And we'll see y'all next week. Deuces. Bye.